you want to know what? I was actually just getting to the point now. I'm actually one of the ones I thought Nuno was going to work, but now it's getting very hard to defend what I'm seeing. Sideways passing, no shots on target. Silly decisions like playing Ben Davies ahead of Reguilon. Also, you go back to the Palace game. I know the Palace game. He had a lot of issues, but playing Skip, Winks, Højbjerg as three midfielders, he got it wrong against Arsenal. Badly wrong by dropping Skip. He realised what he got wrong at half time, and then it was too late to salvage it. He's just making a lot of mistakes, and I thought it was going to work when we brought him in because we were talking about Mourinho earlier. We were starting well, but giving up games at the end. One thing I noticed under Nuno is that we don't give up leads under Nuno. We hold on to them. But the problem is that we can't
just rarely get into the lead
that much. So
that's so true.
I thought when we brought him on, I thought we were going to get fitter, press more, and be a bit more of a, hold on to games and get it over the line. But it's just not working, and it's getting hard to defend him now. And I actually don't know where we're going to go from here, because if we sack him now and bring in the likes of Eddie Howe or someone who plays more attacking football, we have to get rid of Paratici as well, don't we?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, go on.
That's a good point, because obviously it's a different brand of football, a different style. And also, I don't know how Eddie Howe works with the director of football. Obviously, he's never had that luxury or punishment of having to deal with it, because he's just been at Bournemouth. And I honestly think, you got to remember, Bournemouth had a decent team that stayed in the Premiership for 5 years, didn't have the money, played a good attacking football, developed youth, and could do a job. But again, then you look at it, it's like, will players come and play for Eddie Howe? Will we spend the money for the players Eddie Howe? But it can't get worse, can it, Ollie?
Not really. I think that, to be honest with you, at the moment now, whether we get rid of him now and just go a completely different route, or it suddenly turns around under Nuno, I'm just hoping either or will happen.
Yeah.
The only idea I've got now for Nuno, for him to kind of save it, is like you just said it just before I came on. He needs to go 3 at the back.
Yep.
That's what got him results at Wolves. And like that Wolves team, when they were finishing 7th the last 2 seasons, I don't remember looking at them going, "Oh, they're shit to watch."
Yeah.
They did. I liked watching them.
Yeah.
But obviously,
they were super aggressive. They turned over the ball well. They were getting chances, albeit, they were predominantly a counter-attacking side. But being a counter-attacking side doesn't mean you have to be boring to watch.
Correct.
Yeah, exactly. If he's going to turn it around, he needs to go 3 at the back and get the wing backs bombing the ball into the box. Because I know everyone's having a go at Kane, but I think Kane has just brought up his own standards. Because last year he was creating loads. He was doing what Eriksen used to do, and he was scoring goals. But in this Nuno team, he can't do that. So I think you need the 2 wing backs bombing the balls into the box, and Kane just needs to concentrate on getting in the box and scoring goals with Son. And that's the only way I can see it possibly.
Do you think Harry Kane's being used as a bit of a scapegoat at the moment?
Yeah, he has, because when was the last time a striker got the most assists and the most goals in one season?
Last season.
Yeah, before that.
No, I'm joking. I don't know. Is my honest answer.
So he's probably being told, "No, you're a striker. Just play up front." But if no one's creating anything or giving anything to him, what is he supposed to do? I think it's terrible the way that he was getting booed yesterday. But yet, like you said, we all know who is really at fault for it. It's just really sad to see.
It is.
I think that we're going to have to sell him now. That just, unless it changes around,
and I think that is spot on, because last year under Jose Mourinho, everything was geared up for Sonny and Kane.
Yep.
The whole system was geared up to get Sonny and Kane involved and get them goals and blah blah blah. Because Jose knew those two are our only players that are going to produce for us week in week out if we play to their strengths, and that's exactly what he did. Now, Nuno can't get the best out of them whatsoever. He doesn't know how to play a system where it gets the best out of Kane, where it gets the best out of Son, where it gets the best out of anyone, to be honest. So Do you think, Brian, that this is just because of the system why Kane's being like this? Why Kane's playing like this?
So when Nuno inherited this squad, and you think, right, I've got like already a manager goes to a squad. Do you think of your best players, and when you think you've got Harry Kane coming in and you're a new manager, and arguably you've got the best number 9 in the world, the best playing in a 1, up with Lewandowski. You think, okay, right, he plays in a 1. I'm going to make my team focused around that, and then he comes back, we put him in a 3, and then it's in a 1, and then it's like, okay, we're going to be so defensive. He has not been playing well. We saw against Newcastle when he played in a 1 what he can do. He looked a lot more like his old self, and we were saying after the game, he's got to show that more consistently, and then straight away it's back to what he's been doing recently. And for me, you build your team around Harry Kane, which is what we've been saying for about 6 years. Go and support him with the players to match his ambition, and we haven't. And he's playing with players that should be lacing his boots, or could have laced his boots, shall I say?
Yeah. Ollie, I don't know what to say anymore, but
Yeah, no, it's a limbo
I just don't know what to say anymore. It really is. It really is.
Swings and roundabouts. I don't even know. Like, we're gonna have to hammer Vitesse on Thursday for him to say.
Can you even see us getting a win on Thursday?
I think we'll win, but like, we're gonna have to hammer him.
And we're going to have to play our strongest team.
Yep.
Yeah. And what happens against Everton? Like, are we going to go to Goodison Park and get a win there? You know, like the best we can hope for is a draw, and we actually play well and create some chances and score some goals. A high scoring draw. That's the only thing what probably gives him another week.
Yeah. All right, Ollie, thanks a lot for coming on, my friend. Some really good points raised as well. So we'll see you next time, hopefully after a much better performance than that pile of shit last night.
Yeah, hopefully things will turn. Yeah, things change quick in football. Been watching it long enough that things do change quick. So hopefully in a few weeks' time we're talking a bit more positively about things, whether Nuno's here or not.
Yeah, 100%. See you later, Ollie, and pick yourself up.
See you later.
Come on.
Bye. Bye.